Let's talk about some of the best drone apps to download to help you fly your drone and enhance your footage. Of course, you should download the manufacturer's app for your drone that helps you fly it. You can always fly the drone with a controller, but if you want to see on screen results, download the app that is compatible with your device. For example, I have a Mavic Air 2 and I use the DJI Fly app. Another good app to download is the Before You Fly app, which is from FAA, which shows you the areas that you are allowed to fly in. It shows you, like, if you need any authorization to fly in certain areas. It's a really good app to have. Now, disclaimer, it's going to show you which areas you can fly in, but if you have a DJI drone and some other drones, there's also a thing called geofencing, and this is where you are basically bound to an area you're not able to take off unless you unlock, and you have to submit an unlock on the DJI website. You actually cannot do it on your phone. They want you to do it on a website. So you can go on your computer and do that. Or like on Chrome, I can click on my phone to view the desktop site. It's a little tricky to do that. So that's just something to be mindful of. Although you might see some clearance or you're able to fly using the Before You Fly app, there could be a possibility that you might be bound to not be able to fly because of geofencing. Another app to download for your drone, or another drone app, is the UAV forecast, and that shows you like wind, weather, all of that good stuff, so you know how to plan for your flight. It even shows you if it's good to fly. While we're talking about downloading apps, go ahead and create a folder for drone apps so that you can access them easily. Another application is Aloft. That is where you can go in and fill out authorizations to like fly at night, to fly in certain airspaces. It actually is linked to the Before You Fly app. So once you click get authorization in the Before You Fly app, you will then be redirected to Aloft. It was formerly known as Kitty Hawk. So if you see people recommending Kitty Hawk, they're essentially talking about Aloft. Another good app to download is called Screen Recorder. If you're someone that, wants to record what's going on your screen, like for example, you're showing a flight and you also want to have like a picture in picture and showing like what's going on in the air. And also it records voice because most drones are not able to record audio. So I use the screen recorder to do some type of tutorials, or it's good for being able to just show like tutorials, or again, being able to record voice and video of like you in the app, and then you flying and showing like what steps you took to do certain flights. Google Earth is a good drone app because it allows you to see like really what that viewpoint is going to look like. So you can kind of understand like where you want to fly, so you can pick an address and see what it actually is going to look like, because you could have something in mind but it's not something, looking at Google Earth can tell you what all is in the area and give you a better picture of what you can expect before you fly there. Air Map is a good app that some people use. I've seen a lot of reviews lately where the app has had some updates and it's not so friendly or not their favorite app anymore, but it is another tool to be able to see like advisories on areas that you can fly in and you can't fly in. It also talks about like weather and different things like that. So it kind of combines what I talked about with the Before You Fly app and the UAV forecast. But like I said, some people have not really expressed that they have had good experiences with the app as of lately. Sun Surveyor is a good app to help with determining like the golden hour. I know a lot of people, including myself, like to catch photos and videos of that golden hour and get that really nice, lovely footage. So that's an app to help determine that. Litchi is an app that helps with programming waypoints, and waypoints are basically points where you want the drone to capture footage. So you can program the route in advance, and some people use features of the DJI apps and like different settings, such as like on Air 2, there's a hyperlapse with waypoint settings. So some people use that. And if you aren't able to use inherently what's in your drone or within the apps, that Litchi is an option, but there is a cost associated with it. And be sure before you buy it that it's actually compatible with your drone. The cost is $24.99. Some of the apps that I use to edit my footage include InShot, which is a video editor, and also you can do some minor photo editing. InShot helps me be able to create video footage. You can also edit your video footage inside of the actual DJI if you have a DJI drone. You can edit it inside of the app. If you want to use other tools, there's InShot. CapCut is a tool. CapCut does not allow you to have an output of 4K if you're using the Android version of that app. So if you have an Android and you're flying drone footage that has that footage of 4K, then CapCut might not be for you. Lightroom, I believe there's a free version. I edit some of my footage in Lightroom. Another tool that I use is Theta Plus, which is what I use for my 360 panorama shots to give them a little more life, animate them, do some cool transitions and edits of the 360 panorama shots, so they're not just flat. These are a few of the apps that I recommend for drones. So did I miss any drone apps? Let me know your favorite drone apps in the comments. My name is Kim. I'm the creator of allthingsdrone.com. Be sure to check out the description of this video for a free downloadable checklist that you can use before you fly your drone. While you're here, be sure to subscribe to this channel. I post drone tips for beginners to help them get the most use out of their drones. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.